How you doing? I'm going to show you how to take apart a Mitsubishi Galant headlight using the oven. There's a lot of things saying, you know, how to do it and everything, but I don't think there's too many videos of people actually showing you how to do it. Remember, do this at your own risk. I have a Galant headlight that I got from the junkyard that I don't need. It's an extra one. It's already broken. The tabs are broken, so I don't need it. It was $25, so I'm using it as a test headlight. The first thing you want to do is set your oven to 250 degrees. I went ahead and preset it to 250 degrees. So that's already done. The next thing you do is you go ahead and turn it off. Okay, I've already turned off the oven from 250 degrees that we preheated. And then you just need a sheet of foil. Make sure you have the rack taken out. I don't know if it's in the picture, but I have a rack here that I have to take out so that it's not touching the heating elements on the top and everything, and that you have enough room so that it's not touching the sides. So I went on ahead and I put that down, and now I'm going to put the headlight in. So the headlight is in there, and I'm going to set a timer for 7 minutes, if I can do it right. And now after 7 minutes, I'll come back and we'll take it apart. Okay, and we're back 7 minutes later to take our headlight out. Okay, I have the headlight out now. I'm going to put it here on the floor. And I'm going to try to keep the headlight in the same place, but other than that, I have a flathead screwdriver, and you should be able to just pull this apart. So what you want to do is everything should be kind of pliable now. So you want to bend it up and go slow, because you don't want these tabs to break. You just want it to be soft enough so that you can fit a screwdriver in there. So my screwdriver is in. I found a good place. Now I'm pushing down, and once again, like I said, it makes it so that you're not going to break something, which would suck, especially if you don't use a headlight to practice on. So here you can see that there, will be some black stuff or whatever. That's the adhesive that's going to come out, but basically all you're doing is pushing past the adhesive, so it's not too big of a deal. Now, a good way to get this shroud off after I looked at it, you want to get this piece out without breaking it. If you look, this right here, this rod is connected to it, so this is how you also adjust your headlights. And if you look on the back, this is the screw for it. Well, if you just keep screwing, it won't do anything. So what you have to do is kind of push and use a screwdriver at the same time. So what you want to do is maybe put your hand right underneath the screw right here, and you want to push it outwards, right? Don't push it so hard that it breaks. You just want to put some force against the screwdriver. Then on the back side, put the screwdriver in and turn. Okay, I thought I should go ahead and bring this up. When you do it, you want to make sure this one is easier to come out, and this adjusting screw is easier to come out, but what happens is they're held in by some plastic tab pieces. So here, this is the kind of plastic tab that it's held in with right here. If you look on the inside of it, it's like that. Well, you don't want to break that, or you'll have to get another one. So what I did is I had a heat gun. You could probably put that assembly back in the oven and try to melt it, but I just used a heat gun so that this would be pliable, and then I pulled while it was still connected. You pull on this so that the first screw comes out. I pulled, let's see, right here, so this first screw comes out. Now remember, this is a practice headlight, so you might want to get one also. It only cost me 25 bucks. But anyway, I pulled so that part came out. Well, this part was still stuck on the inside. To get that out, it's actually a little ball, so that's interesting. On the back of the plastic piece is actually a little ball that's right here. So I thought it was a screw, but it's a little ball. So you can actually just keep pushing on it, until it comes out. That little ball is, let me see, the little ball is connected in here, and I also did use a heat gun on it, so it melted part of that, probably was what let it out, but it just slides right in there, and you can see you can take that out with 2 screws, with the 2 screws here and here. Let me see if I can get you a close-up of it so you can see. So that's where the little ball goes into right there. Okay, anyway, I have the parts out now, and you can see I've bent this one a little bit, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. And this one is still pretty straight. So this is the left, the left headlight. So this is the inside one, and this is the outside one, and the little ball is going to be up towards the top and inside of the car. Well, now that it's off, this ball bearing is actually still warm from my heat gun, but you'll have to find an angle to get to it with your heat gun. So the first one's easy to get to because you can just go from the front with your heat gun, but on the back one I had to actually heat up this little hole. That's why it's shaped weird, because the ball bearing is right inside of this hole, and so you have to aim it through there, and you might deform this circle right here, but this circle I don't think is really used for anything. It might be used for like a rubber fitting like this, but that's not a big deal. You can always reheat it and then form it into a circle again if you want to. Alright, there's some couple of things I want to reiterate at the end of this. First off is, before you put the whole assembly into the oven, you want to take off any minor parts just in case. So you want to take off parts like if there's any bulbs or anything still in the sockets, the little rubber shrouds that are like this, and I know there's 2 little rubber pieces that go on that are just, that just look like this, that you might want to take off. Then you want to make sure that, I think this can actually stay in, because you don't want to pull it from the inside, because it could break. It could either break this, and I know on some, if you have already replaced your headlight on the cheaper headlights, it can actually, as you're trying to pull it through this hole, it can break parts of the side, and you don't want that because it won't fit. Other than that, I got all this because I'm doing a HID Retrofit, and the HID Retrofit, they actually have a kit. If you go to theretrofitsource.com, and I repeat, theretrofitsource.com, they have a mini, it's a, I forget, it's like a Moritomo mini DS2 bulb, where their housing goes to where you can actually just fit the bulb into the original in the H4 in, I think it's 9003 bulb housing, so you can actually just fit it in. I'll attach a PDF to this so that you can see what I'm talking about. So you really won't have to even take this out if you're doing if you do the retrofit, and that's with a bi-xenon bulb, which is what I'm going to do. In any case, I did take it apart just so you all can learn from my mistakes, and I can learn from my mistakes with this bulb. This plastic piece that is attached to the lens, this was pretty easy to come off. There was 1 screw in it, and other than that, it just pulled right out. It looked like it was like a little bit of silicone or something like that holding it in, but I think it was just holding it in place. It wasn't really doing anything special like that. As far as this goes, this is the lens, nothing special about that. And all that goes together. You can also, like I said, do the clear corner. I've done the clear corner 2 or 3 times, where you do the clear corner, and what you do is you break this and then you pull it out of this little hole. Well, that's fine and everything, but it's a lot easier actually to do it this way, because I was just able to pull it straight off in one whole piece. Other than that, make sure that you take your time when you're doing this. Especially if you have not practiced on a light before, or you don't have a replacement light. If it takes too long, make sure you're not in a rush or a hurry to get this done. I just ordered my mini projectors to come in, so I'll actually, when I take mine apart, I won't even have to take this shrouding and everything off, and I don't really have to paint anything. I can pretty much keep everything the way it is. So that's really good. So thanks, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, let me know.